This is Aaron with Zollotech. Today I have another Sena case for you. Now I have looked at this. I checked it out just to see what it was. There isn't a label on the box, but it's the typical Sena box, as you can see. So we'll go ahead and take this apart. And this is the microfiber pouch that it comes in. So far every Sena case comes with this nice microfiber pouch to keep it in. You could use it to wipe it down or just store it if you're not using it and you're using something else. So let me show you this. This is the Corsa designer case. Now this is a $39.99 case, just under $40, and so far I used it just today just to see how it is. This is after 1 day of use. You can't tell that it's been used at all. Hasn't collected any lint, anything like that. Says it's handcrafted. It doesn't say where it's made on here, but you know, probably well, maybe in the US, could be China, who knows at this point, but there isn't anything on here. But so far I've had a ton of people tell me that they like this case right off the bat. Everybody really likes it. Let's take this piece of styrofoam out of here and we'll take a look at it. And you pull this strap to do that. It pulls your iPhone right out of there. So it's a piece of styrofoam that's just in the box. So here's the case. First of all, this is pretty thick leather. It's got padding in here, which I didn't notice earlier, but it's definitely padded. This part right here, this is probably where you're going to put your screen. It's got like a really soft microfiber type material inside here. There's no seam, and that's why I didn't even notice it was padded. There's some other leather cases I've used that don't have this kind of padding, and this is pretty nice. So you can see the stitching. Really nice stitching, as always. Let me just show you around the bottom. See, this must be where they tied it, but they are tying in this band of lighter color. This comes in a variety of different colors. You know, just take your pick on their site. Blue and reds and black and, you know, whatever you'd like. So here's the bottom. The stitching you can see around the side. Now this strap, the way it works is it's attached down here. You just shove the phone in and it tightens the strap. Down here they've left these little holes. That could be for air, but it's probably for speaker noise. You've got your phone in here, and a lot of people complain that they can't hear the phone when they're in this type of slip pouch case. Not a problem with this one. Let me go ahead and show you how well this fits in here. So that's going to slide in. I'm going to give it a little bit of a push, and there we go. So, I mean, the design of this is probably, design-wise, so far my favorite case. Out of all the ones I've done, design-wise, I really like this. Really just high quality, really nice leather. It's pretty soft. Over time it will soften, as it is real leather. This is the only thing that's a little bit different. See, it has Sena pressed in here with a nice stitching around it. The only thing with this is when you put this in your pocket, you slide it in, you got to hold this down or it's going to snag and pull your iPhone out. It depends on how loose your pockets are. If you have tight pockets, you know, you have to hold it like this way. You slide it in. If you don't, you hit this and it starts to pull. But it takes kind of a lot of force to pull this out of here. But it's in there fairly snug. See, I'm shaking it and it will fall out. It's not snug that where it's just going to drop out. You can see I'm holding it. But it will start to fall out if you shake it a little bit. Really nice fit. Perfect. Doesn't feel like it's going to scratch the phone at all. You can see I pull that. It comes right out. The stitching inside here, really soft. Right along these sides here, you can kind of see a little bit right in here. And just really high quality. I've yet to see a Sena case that disappoints quality-wise. I haven't seen any flaws in them. I mean, you can look back through the other Sena videos. I mean, there's a bunch of different style cases, but quality-wise, I haven't seen a problem. Not one that I can think of. You know, I look for loose, like right here, you look for loose fibers. That's not loose, that's actually tied. It's actually like a little bit of a knot right there. So we push that in there. And see, it's going to protect the bottom. It's padded on the face here, so I would assume you're going to slide it in with the glass front here. just because it's padded. Here you're not going to worry too much about just because it's the back. I prefer a slip pouch just because I'm moving them in and out of these cases all the time, but just what I've noticed is I keep going back to this type of case. I was using the Purporta one for a while. Really nice, built fairly well, or really well actually, but this one, this is a notch above for some reason, and I don't know if it's just the styling that I really like, kind of catches the eye. Even though it's simple, it's got this nice little band down here. I don't know what it is, but like I said, so far I prefer this case to any that I've used. It just looks alone, you know, and then the quality of it, you know, it's not going to pull apart, it's not going to rip. I mean, unless you really have this under some strain. I mean, this type of stitch, it's not going to rip easily. It's just really well made. It's a $40 case, like I mentioned, and for that type of case, I mean, it's genuine leather. You know, there are cheaper cases out there. There's a lot cheaper cases, but they're not really that executive or you know, designer case. They do have, you know, different colors if this isn't your taste. Like I said, they have like a black that's a little bit more executive. This may be a little bit more casual. Depends on, you know, what your style is. As far as drop protection, that sort of thing, obviously you lay it down, it's not going to be an issue. Lay it like this. You drop it like this, you know, you're going to have minimal protection just from the leather, and the stitching is a little bit of a padding. You drop it on top, you hear that? That's the top of the phone. So, you know, that's kind of what you expect with a slip pouch, though. Doesn't come over the top. I have seen some that do. I kind of like it like this. You can have easy access to your headphone jack and your hold switch, or, you know, wake sleep switch. Everything else, though, like I said, the only thing that may bother some people is this, just because you know, it snags on things. But I mean, it's not that big of an issue where you're just like, oh, okay, push it down and tuck it into your pocket. The other thing, though, this is like a I can't see this ripping either. This is like a nylon or something. It feels really strong. I would imagine it's some sort of, it's probably nylon or something along those lines. I don't see that being an issue as well. Just judging from this type of stitching, I can't really see down in here to see the bottom, but just judging from the type of stitching they've already got going on here, I can't see ripping this either. I just don't see that happening. You know, we'll let you know if we have run into any issues along the line. I'll be using this case for quite a while, just to check it out. I like to use all the cases, and you know, in the future we'll be doing some more overviews of what we've already reviewed, just to kind of give you a heads up and see how they lasted. I do use each one of these cases, and you know, this one I'll definitely be using. So again, this is the Corsa designer case for the iPhone 3G. Check them out at Sena Cases, and we'll have the web address here. This is Aaron with Zollotech. We'll see you next time.